Welcome to the Groundwork Podcast, a platform not only focused on the creative, but their processes as well. My name is Josh Joran. I'm here with
Cheat Code.
And we have a very special guest today, my motherfucking dog, my motherfucking brother. You hear me? It goes way deeper than this music shit. You know what I'm saying? Dusse Bigalow, you hear me? You hear me? It's team shit, man. We here. It's another motherfucking episode. You hear me? Episode, where we at? Cheat Code 5?
Nah, this is 6.
I'm always one behind, you know what I'm saying?
It's all
man.
good. Yeah. At least you're not like 3 behind.
Yeah, man. Episode motherfucking 6, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we got a dope show lined up. Before we get into it, you know what I'm saying? We got to take care of these regular, you hear me, house cleaning duties real quick, man. Shout out the motherfucking team, you know what I'm saying? We are Sacramento and the law for making this possible. Per request, we've cut Mario out. I know he's a little ugly.
Yeah, we had a lot of comments.
He is off frame today. I'm just playing, man. Oh, my mic. Oh, he's muting my mic again. Hey, man, nah. Hey, all jokes aside, brother, we really appreciate you, man. I know I tell you that every time, but it's real shit, bro. We appreciate your life, man. I know you do a lot, not only for us, but for a lot of people in the city. So shout out the motherfucking We Are Sacramento movement. We want to give a big shout out to the motherfucking home team, you know what I'm saying? CitySound, Soundbyte, CSSB. If you need any motherfucking multimedia needs, tap the fuck in, you know what I'm saying? We talking about photos, we talking about sound recording time. If you a rapper, R&B singer, a pop artist, a rocker, a country singer, and you know what I'm saying? If you need fucking custom merchandise, I'm talking motherfucking embroidery, screen print, vinyl. But yeah, man, I won't get too deep. Just know it's a motherfucking movement. Shout out motherfucking Freestyle Fridays. It's the motherfucking team, you hear me? And I think that's them. We got to get like Mario. Mario be listening off 11, 12 things and shit when he be going, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I hear that. You know, it'd be a little shaky every once in a while.
And if you're looking to start a podcast or get a podcast going, shout out MXL Mics. You can hit at mxlmics.com. You know what I'm saying?
Those are the mics that we use every time we are on the podcast.
Hey, man, it's a movement, you know what I mean? Real team shit. Look, today's a real dope show. Shout out my dog, Dusse Bigalow. You know what I'm saying? Really came through. I'm going to put it out there. He's a real motherfucking staple in the city. If you don't know it yet, you're going to know it soon. You know what I'm saying? It's real regular shit, man. We've been in the mud. You know what I mean? That's where it's been at. Yeah, bro. How you doing today, man?
Shit, you know. Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I got beat up because you already told me that.
Yeah. You hear yourself, though. You can feel it.
Yeah, shit. I'm cool, man. Chilling.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm not gonna lie, loaded, you know what I mean?
As you should be, man.
Family shit, though, you know what I'm saying?
It's hippie life, baby.
Yeah.
That's what we talking about, you know what I'm saying? That's the movement. Hey, man, episode 6, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know, then, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to let you know right now. It's 3 segments. This is how we're going to get down. We're going to start with some local events, you know what I'm saying, with my dog, motherfucking Cheat Code. After that, we're going to roll into the second segment, you know what I'm saying, interviewing our dog, Dusse Bigalow, right here. We're going to get into some dope conversations about what bro's been up to these last few years, you know what I'm saying, and what he's going to be up to these next couple. And then after that, we're going to wrap it up with one of our favorite parts, Wrk Radio, where we're going to showcase 3 local songs that are dope, you know what I'm saying, from each of the people here. So we're going to get motherfucking to it. Let's get this motherfucking rocking. Shout out Big Mike J and Madge in the motherfucking room, you know what I'm saying, real team shit.
Man, gang.
Yeah, gang, man, it's up.
Yeah.
Chico, what we got going on, brother?
All right, man. These are the events for the week of Halloween, actually. So
easy.
Yeah, we over here sweating, and it's the one weekend that you probably find everything and shit. So I found a couple of them on Eventbrite. You know, there's a few of the regular shit, you know, regular Halloween spooky season shit, you know, with kids and stuff like that. There's a comedy night at the Guild Theater, October 29th. You know, that'll be a cool little change of pace for anybody who, you know, goes to shows and shit like that.
Yeah.
There's a trunk or treat during the day on the same day.
Do you know what that means? Did you look at it at all?
No, I did look at it. It's like it's basically like trick or treating, but
out the trunk.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fire, bro. That's a movement for real. That's dope. That's right.
Because it says it was at Oak Park down the street at the Shakur Center.
Very dope.
And yeah, basically it's like a Halloween fair, and the people who are pulling up, you can trick or treat out of it.
That's fucking dope, bro. Some community shit.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. I thought it was cool as fuck to see that. So that's a cool little one, you know what I'm saying? And then I had to shout out Hippie Halloween, bro. Obviously, you know, we shouted that out last week, but that's the weekend. It's coming October 30th.
Yes, sir.
You know, right here with the man himself, Dusse Bigalow. So definitely had to shout that one out. You know, other than that, man, lots of bar crawls, lots of Halloween, you know, party type shit. You know, everybody just be safe that weekend for sure.
Man.
So.
Without a doubt.
That's the number one thing right there is be safe.
Yeah, it's a hot weekend for sure. So.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and beyond just the DUIs and all the extra shit, like, you know, I can hear already what y'all talking to. Just, you know, everybody be safe out there, and you know what I mean? Stay out the way and have a good time, but keep your head on a swivel, you hear me?
Yeah, exactly.
On Jesus.
So, yeah, man, that's a real simple one for the fucking week of Halloween.
I love it, bro, and we'll open it back up. I know we say it every time, but, you know, if you've got any local events, please shoot us a DM, you know what I mean? Let us know what's going on, and it doesn't have to be local right to the Sacramento area. I know I talked about this a few episodes ago, but if you got stuff going on in the surrounding areas, if you're in Berkeley, you're in Oakland, you're in San Francisco, shit, if you're in LA, we could talk about it. Why not talk about it? You know what I mean? People get in their cars all the time and do that drive. You know what I'm saying? We was just talking about that with John Wild the other week, so, you know, that's what the fuck the platform's for. I mean, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, anybody listening, definitely send the stuff in, you know. I knew about Hippie Halloween a month ago because guess what? Dusse Bigalow had been posting the flyer for fucking 3 weeks. So
talk about it.
Shout out gang.
I already seen it 7 times.
Movement.
Yep.
All right, hey man, that was motherfucking Events with Chico, my motherfucking dog, my brother. You hear me? Yeah, we gonna keep this motherfucker rocking. That's right. Hey man, see, this feels wrong. This feels wrong. You can't see him. There's clapping going on. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we gonna have to. The mic. He's got these mics.
He keep cutting one mic.
You're just mine. I know. I talk a lot. I talk loud. But look, man, I always talk about this cohesion. What do I do in real life? Yeah. Talk a lot. Talk loud. What do I do on Instagram?
Authenticity.
Talk a lot. Talk loud. What do I do in my songs? People sometimes say I yell. Yeah, that's the best talking loud. That's the ultimate form of talking loud. You know what I'm saying?
That's the next level of talking loud.
Talk about it. All right, man. Hey. Moving to this next segment, you know what I'm saying? This is actually going to be a really dope conversation because, you know, we've probably had these conversations for the last couple of years. So to be able to, man, to be able to.
It's not even about to be an interview. This is about to be a fucking CitySound, Soundbyte, hippie life history lesson.
It up.
Talk about it, brother. It's real life, man. Hey, look, you're obviously not a stranger to us, to anybody in this room, you know what I'm saying? But for the listeners, for the viewers, you know, if somebody tuned into this show and Dusse Bigalow's on here, you know, just let them know who you are, what you do, you know what I'm saying, kind of what you're up to.
Shit. Damn.
You said which one?
Yeah, my name is Dusse, you feel me? Originally, like, born in Vallejo and shit, spent my adolescence in Fairfield, and then came up here, like, around middle school type shit, you know what I'm saying? So, Sacramento's home, you feel me? Sac native type shit. Damn, I'm nervous and shit.
You good, bro? Hey, that's how it is, man. That's podcast shit, you know what I'm saying? But
gang.
Yeah, it's team shit, man. Fuck that camera.
Yeah, but bro. Fucking I DJ, make clothes, you feel me? Throw events. I'm an artist, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Just you know what I mean?
Plethora.
Yeah, young dude trying to, you know what I mean, make it happen.
That's right.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah, exactly, you know, Army knife.
Talk about it.
The Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. Let's peel it back a little bit. So, you know, you said you just do a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? You just list about 4 or 5 things that, you know, some people make their entire careers.
Yeah,
right.
Facts. Yeah.
So you know, when we talk about a young Dusse Big, when we talk about, you know, Dusse Big coming up, you know, through adolescence and through those middle school and high school years, you know, what was going on? What was the, you know, did you always know that you were going to be into these things? Was there a different scope on things? Was the entrepreneurship already happening? You know, just kind of shed some light on some early years.
Yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie, I always, like, when I think about, like, look back on it type shit, I always had that entrepreneur spirit, you feel me? Like, I always was, like, trying to flip something, whether it was like candy or, you know what I mean, ice cream, my bike, you know what I mean, something, a video game, you know what I mean? Like, I was always doing that since I was a kid, and then it just got enhanced as I got older.
Dollar Reese's and shit like that?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you go to the dollar store, get like the little pack of Hello Reese's, and go to the store.
I used to cop those
from
the kids in high school.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I got the Reese's, you feel me?
My parents don't got it at home.
You know what I mean? It's like you don't got it at school. That's the main thing. Like when we were at school, you ain't got it. It was a supply and demand type thing. So it just like all came from that type of shit.
Yeah, because if one person had it, then
facts.
That's what happened at my high school for sure. One guy had it, and
it's like, bro, that nigga got Skittles, bro. He got the sour Skittles. You know what I mean?
I'm finna eat those all period.
Yeah.
And then buy some more the next period.
And then like fucking, like, yeah, I always just like fascinated with the entertainment type shit, like, you know, music, all this shit, like, you know. Yeah.
You've talked to me in the past about. You want to say something, Cheats?
No.
You've talked to me in the past about, you know, you was kind of around the artists the rappers at that time, the guys that were spitting, and it was something that you maybe didn't necessarily see yourself doing at that age.
Yeah.
If you could just kind of speak on that, how that transition happened, and how we have this Dusse Bigalow that's got all these fucking songs out, you know what I'm saying? It's got these projects, these music videos, you know?
Like I said, it was like, I always was fascinated with like I said, just music. Like, I was in band, you feel me? So I thought, like, you talk to like a 6th grade Dusse, you feel me? I thought I was going to be the next Miles Davis with the saxophone, you feel me? Like, on some real shit, right. You know what I mean? And then that advanced, and I started switching up, got into percussion. So then I started like, okay, I can make beats. I used to make little boosty ass beats on my FL Studios, like, you know, got it downloaded off of LimeWire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Crack that motherfucker.
So it was like that type of shit. And then as I got in high school, I was like, you know what I mean? My older brother would rap, and I had a couple homies that would rap, and I was like, it wasn't for me, you feel me? I was really into other shit. I wanted to hustle. I wanted to make money, keep it all the way legit, you know what I mean? I was like, bro, I can't focus on that shit when it's like, bro, I want to focus on this, you know what I'm saying? So, but like from hustling, like, you know what I mean, from doing that shit, I'm at, you know what I mean, we at school, we used to be kicking it, you know what I mean, kicking at the park, and then my bros would come through, and we'd be smoking and shit. Them niggas would be freestyling and shit, and I'll be hearing these niggas, they niggas younger than me, you know what I mean? Shout out to my Money World brothers, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Madge, Affili, all them niggas, Cruz, you know what I mean? AJ, we be out there, you know what I mean? Them niggas would be rapping, and we be like, I'd be like, these young niggas is tight, you feel me? Like, bro, I can do that shit, you feel me? Like, they used to motivate me, like, bro, I can rap, you feel me? I can do that shit, and then, you know, just kicking it with them niggas more and more and more.
It's contagious.
Got more confident, you feel me? Got in the studio, and just, that's how that shit started, you feel me?
Facts.
Yeah, and then just, like, it was just a full go from there. It was like, all right, this is what we on, you feel me?
Yeah.
It's like, it was like a...
It's a natural fucking progression.
Yeah, and it was just like something like the whole group we just looked at it, like, you know what I mean? We just all knew, like, bro, this is the move.
This is what we on.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah. Before we get too deep into the music, because I want to talk with you for sure about your early projects and how it's progressing in the music now, but just to kind of give the folks a broad spectrum. And to be honest with you, I'm learning too, you know what I'm saying, which is dope. So as many conversations that we had, I think it's still dope, you know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, to go from the artistry then, right? So now we've got this artist, right? Dusse Big or whatever at the time your artist name was, if you want to tell us, you know what I'm saying?
Feel free. You know what I mean? Miles Davis.
Right.
Shit.
So, you know what I'm saying? So we go from this Dusse, right? That's an artist that's finally, you know, built this up and that's really decided this is what we're going to do now. At what point does, you know, events, right? Does the other entertainment side that you talked about interesting you at the beginning, when does that tie into this is what, you know, what you become, this is what you're doing, right? Because at some point it's like, okay, I'm more, fuck just rapping or fuck just making the music, like, let's go put this on, right, for other people. So what did that look like? How'd that happen?
Shit, as far as like the events, it came from like...
I guess hippie life, fuck the events, and not like that, but where did hippie life come in, right?
Hippie life started like in fucking high school, like freshman year, sophomore year type shit. Maybe even earlier than that, because I always used to, like, I was a doodler in school, you know what I mean? So I used to doodle a lot, draw. I used to always draw an H and an L, and it would be like a peace sign in between. No clue what the fuck that meant. It was just something that I always, like, I kept coming back to it, you feel me? I was like, okay, this is going to be my logo. I got to put a name to it. So I used to have that shit, and then, like I said, around freshman year, sophomore year, I'll be with my brother, Wrk, you feel me? For my brother, we used to be smoking, we would always get dumbass high, like, that was our thing, you know what I mean? We smoked a lot of weed, you know what I mean? We'd be slumped. And nigga, we were like, it was slump team, you feel me? That was our little thing. And then I was like, bro, we need to be able to, like, other people, like, first it was just me and him, and other people started claiming that shit, like, oh, yeah, slump team, oh, we get hella high too, you know what I mean? So, like, bro, we need to market this shit, bro. I need to be able to go worldwide with this shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, bro, that's not catchy enough. And that was like, I want to say it was like definitely after Taylor Gang and Jet Life and that shit was popping, but that was like the heavy influence that's all we was listening to was, you know what I mean, Burner, Wiz Khalifa, Mac Miller, like, you know what I mean, they all had their little cult following. Like Mac Miller had the most dope, you know what I mean, the kids type shit, you know what I'm saying. Currency had Jet Life, Wiz Khalifa had Taylor Gang, so like, okay, I need something like that, something catchy that people all can take identity for. So I was like, okay, I was hella into Jimi Hendrix. Like, to me, that's my favorite artist, you feel me? So it's like, I'm identify as a hippie. I'm a hippie. It's hippie life. So then that's how we just ran it, you know what I mean? And just started rocking with that shit. And yeah.
Camera problems. It's all good.
Oh, God.
That's like, hey, bro, Jimi Hendrix. That's one of my favorites too.
Yeah, that's the GOAT. Like, to me, that's the best guitarist ever. Like, he would make the sounds, bro, and it'll be like, how the fuck? And it was like, like I said, I was read hella and shit.
Yeah.
Like, fun story about him. Like, he restrung his guitar because, you know what I mean, he was left-handed, so he couldn't afford a left-handed guitar. Restrung that bitch to play left-handed, and that's how he gets those unique-ass sounds that you hear, you know what I mean?
And he wasn't like trained or anything. He just picked the motherfucker up and started playing every
learned
night.
That shit by ear, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
That's wild. What other like musicians? Because you know not everybody's gonna come in here and fucking even know who Jimi Hendrix is, bro.
Yeah,
how many other people like that have inspired you or influenced you?
I say a lot. Like, I grew up with my grandma and shit, so I was hella influenced by like the older side of music, and I always was influenced by like always loved like classic rock, like. Cause you know that all that shit comes from like blues and all that shit is all connected. Yeah. So you feel me? Out here that, and I was like, guitar is my favorite instrument. Like it's the most pleasant sound to my ear type shit. You know what I mean? So it's like you hear that electric guitar and you're like, bro, this shit's insane. You know what I mean? So it's like fuck. I can really just name groups like, you know what I mean, like fucking Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd. You know what I'm saying? The Beatles.
But it's really that instrumentation.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Exactly. Just hearing all that shit with people, like, singing, you know what I mean? Going to different, like, that shit was just tight.
Facts.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's tight, bro.
All right, so I know I had to motherfucking go get the camera rock and shout my boy Mike J. Let me know. SD cards had to get swapped, you know what I'm saying? Regular shit, team shit.
You know, it's normal.
Yeah, I had to yell at y'all real quick. Make sure we all still in this motherfucker. But look, man, you know what I'm saying? I know we was right there. We go from event Dusse. All right, yeah, we keeping this timeline going. We almost there. We almost there. We almost there. So boom, we got Dusse going into this, right? We got Hippie Life. We got the curation of it. Where does, you know, the events, the screen print, you know, the whole brand, right? I've seen and I'm familiar with, and we can kind of shed light on, you know, Hippie Life Co., Hippie Life Entertainment, right? There's all these different parts of the brand that lead to what it is as an umbrella and like as a whole. You know, and again, just kind of speaking to those processes of where that crossover came, you know, from, you know, having that hippie life, finding out that HL, what that's standing for, what it's going to be, and then really converting that into this is what we're going to do now. Yeah.
Like I said, that shit was all hella organic, bro. Like I said, like once I figured out what hippie life was, it was like, okay, now, like I said, I've always been an entrepreneur, so like now we can make shirts, now we can sell this shit, we can really, like, you know what I mean? Like I said, my goal was to make that cult. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I want a group of people who believe in this shit as much as I do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's what it came to, and that's where the merch came from. It's like I wasn't making it at first. It was like I just know I need some shirts type shit. Yeah. And it took a long time. Like I just used to design shit, put it to the side. But whenever I get the money for it, whoop whoop. And then one day I was like, fuck it. I want to say it was like definitely way after high school. Like 2017, huh?
How old are you now, bro?
25. Just turned 25.
Facts.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it was like, I want to say like probably like fresh out of high school type shit, like 18, 19. Just like put the money to the found a dude who did the shirts for like plug. He was like fucking 10 for 100. I was like, all right, yep, that sounds cool. I got $100. Bam, give him that. Got the 10, push those, and then just like, you know what I mean, kept fucking around with that shit. And it was like, all right, I'm making a little bit of money, but I can make more if I start making this shit myself. And it was like, so that's when I learned how to go screen print, tapped down with my boy out in Frisco, and he taught me how to do that shit for real. And then that's when I started making it. And I'm like, damn, I'm trying to think of my timeline. I feel like I got my timeline fucked up. I feel like I was doing events before I started making the merch. But
yeah, I was gonna.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to my brother, man. 'Cause that nigga, like, you know what I mean?
Imagine
if you know that nigga is right, that nigga, that's my right hand man, bro. That nigga's been step aside to all this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like,
shout out Maggiano.
Yeah, God, that's nigga, you know what I'm saying?
You can find him on the motherfucking Wrk Radio playlist right now.
Oh, God.
You know what I mean? A couple times. Bitch, there's only 12 songs on there, Madge. How you on there twice?
Follow that boy on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Real Twitter guru, all the shit, you know what I'm saying? Hop on one of his spaces.
Twitter guru.
You know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, I started doing that shit, get the merch, and then we start vending at the events. You know what I mean? Me and Madge, me and Goof, we'll pop out to these events, and we would just be vending hella random events, weed shows, all types of shit, you know what I'm saying? And from that's when we started meeting people, getting connections, blah, 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 meeting different artists, talking to people, you know what I'm saying? And then I want to say like 2019. And like we've been talking about throwing events for a long time since we started throwing, like going to shows, performing at shows. Because like, you know, if you were around back in the day, you would have to spend a ticket to perform anywhere. You know what I mean? You would spend $300 to perform for 10 people at a boozy ass show. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, you didn't get no value from that shit. You just cashed out. And it was like, I would do that shit faithfully. You know what I'm saying? I do that shit so me and my niggas can have the opportunity to perform. And it was like, bro, this shit was killing my pockets. And it was like, all right, so we need to learn how to do our own show. And I would just watch people do that shit, learn how they do it, see what they lacking, you know what I mean? And the opportunity finally presented itself. It was like, I don't know, this guy, it's hella crazy. Like, basically, so like 2019, right, towards the end of 2019, you know, I'm going through those little emotions, those feelings, like, bro, I need to figure out, I need to make something shake, blah, blah, blah. I'm staying up all night, I'm hustling, I'm driving hella late, you know, tired, exhausted, pushing myself to that limit. And then I end up bapping my load. You feel me? One night, driving home, bap my shit, totaled that shit, you know what I mean? Smacked somebody else's car, you know what I mean? Fucked up the back of their shit. Spin out, bam, hit the little middle gate.
Fuck, yeah.
It was bad for me.
Oh, God, I remember the phone call.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like, bro, afterwards, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm sitting here like, nah, this before that. That's another time when I was bad. This is before we even met. Yeah.
I was about to say, because you said sick. 2019.
That's why I'll be like, bro.
That's a real hustler, you understand?
Yeah, and it's just like, bro, it's the whatever you believe in, universe, God, it be really telling you shit, bro. And you know what I mean? You gotta be able to catch those moments. You know what I'm saying? This is one of those moments, you know what I mean? It was like, bro, bapped, and it's like, all right. So I'm sitting here while I'm dealing with the shit, like talking to the boys, blah, 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 waiting for them niggas to come tell this shit. I get a call from my big bro, Goofy. He's like, hey, brother, you still trying to throw events? You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
He said,
I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I'm going to call you right back, though. You know what I mean? So I handle all that shit, linking with that nigga in the morning. He's basically like, bruh, him and, you know what I mean, shout out to you Strong, they were trying to make some shit happen and start throwing, you know what I mean, throw an event. So then I was like, okay, bam, I got the perfect idea, bro. We're going to throw a toy drive, and it's going to be, you know what I mean, performance though. It's gonna be based around this toy drive. You know what I mean? We're gonna give back and we're gonna get it cracking. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna charge hella people hella much. I can't remember we even charged artists that year. You know what I'm saying? But then yeah, so then we did that. Booked Young Meezy, shout out Young Meezy. He did that shit for chump change or nothing, like a real boy. You know what I mean? For the love type shit.
Oh God.
Came through, slid through, turned that bitch up, and you know what I mean? Like it was just like when I said crazy organic, bro. It was just we made that shit happen. It was It cracked, you know what I mean? Like, we did that shit at Classy Hippie right down the street from here, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Leo, you know what I mean? And
Classy Hippie T.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Classy Hippie T. We did that shit there, bro, and damn near packed that shit out. It was cracking, you know what I mean? It was like a no-brainer after that. Everybody kept asking me, like, bro, what's the next one? When we doing it again? We do it again. God. So, okay, we can throw events, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then I can't remember the next one, like,
that was what, late 2019? Or?
Yeah, it was like 2019, December 2019.
That was right before COVID and shit,
Yeah,
bro.
that was right when we met, for real.
Mm-hmm. Like,
yeah. That's why we met, probably.
I feel like, yeah. Yeah, because then that next year, as I'm saying, we had just started getting it cracking, and like that next year, beginning of the year, we started trying our hand at hella different shit. Like, bro, just throwing events, whoop, 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 whoop. And then, bam, I'm like, shout out to Connor, you know what I'm saying? Connor goes to a freestyle Friday.
Helm.
Yeah, Connor Helm, a real boy. You know what I mean? Go to producer, out here in Sac, you know what I'm saying?
Rare sound collector.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? That nigga goes out to a freestyle Friday, you know what I mean? We had a report because he came out to our events and shit, and we were planning on working together.
Connor been in the community.
Yeah, that nigga a boy, bro. But yeah, so you know what I mean? He posted a freestyle Friday on his shit, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this? And I see, go to y'all page, he's at X, I'm like, okay, next Friday I'm gonna pop out, I'm there. Cause like, we had these discussions many times, like, you know what I mean? It's like, bro, from that video clip, I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this? This shit looks like some New York ass shit, bro. Like, if you a hip hop head and you see some shit like that, you see a whole bunch of niggas
you love that.
Gather around in a circle, ciphering, you know what I mean, spitting, like, bro, pass me the mic, bro. Let me see the mic. I got some hot shit for you, you know what I mean? You got this. I'm telling you, I seen the raw, you know what I mean, that raw freestyle Friday. These are just some young cats hungry, you know what I mean? Like, my nigga Jordan grabbing the mic, screaming at niggas, bro, like, y'all can't get it together, bro. I'm gonna shut this bitch down right now. You feel me? Like, tripping, and it's like, bro, but it's all that love for hip hop. So, you feel me? I come through and I see that shit, like, in person, and like, okay, this shit's dope. And then, I don't remember, I feel like Jordan approached me, see me in the back type of shit, came through, chopped it up, and then, You know what I mean? That's how that connection walked through. But it was like,
God.
like I said, everything's always just hella organic. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
the
bro.
event shit just happened.
People may or may not know the first event Hippie Life and Freestyle Fridays did together was a motherfucking karaoke
Karaoke night, bro, at the Colony. You know
Talk
what I mean?
about it.
Oh, God, shout out Gabby.
Shout out
You know
to
what I mean?
team, bro. Hey, that's crazy, bro. I'm glad you fuck with me, bro. First event we ever did together, I catted on Dusse, didn't show up to the event.
Nah, but you
Talk
see,
about it.
we always talk about this, bro. He says he catted, but I tell him he didn't because the way, I'm gonna just say Freestyle Friday, but I'm gonna say my nigga Jordan. My nigga Jordan Roxy has his business in order. You feel me? So it's like, bro, he had Freestyle Friday represented correctly. Even when he couldn't, even though me and him were the ones who did the deal, we talked, whoop, chopped it up. He had made sure that his team was on the same page, on board, and that they represented correctly. They were there, like, you know what I mean? His other teammates were there to assist me in any way I needed. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then you came at the very end, right, fresh off of work type shit. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Oh,
bro,
God.
that's why I always told you I had more respect for you for that than anything. It's like, okay, now I know I can trust him in some business shit because he's professional. He cares about how this shit comes, the outcome of this shit, much as I do. You know what I mean?
100. Team shit.
Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
My brother.
Chico said it's a history lesson.
Yeah, bro. I thought you was gonna go straight.
Oh yeah,
into,
shout out to Connor Helm too, bro,
Yeah.
because that's how me and Chico
yeah,
met.
you skipped a month. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's what
on
happened.
God, on God, bro. So me and Connor Helm started working, bro. We pulled up to fucking Soundbyte Studios,
Yeah,
bro.
Number one.
2019?
Where was that off
2020.
of?
That's why I asked him.
Yeah,
because-
it was
because-
2020. Yeah,
See, because what I didn't realize is that you had just started. Like I
Started doing events, yeah.
I had seen the event pop up or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, right? But I didn't know that was like.
yeah, that was the first one.
The
bro.
first
Like,
one.
Yeah, that was,
Yeah, you know
that was
what
my
I'm saying?
first time ever organizing. Like we talked about this. Like
Yeah.
I was a go with the flow type of nigga. I didn't believe in organization. You know what I mean? That was the first time me organizing anything, having to hit people up and DM and tell them where to be at the right time and do this and send this to this person and book a DJ. Woo, shout out to fucking Don P, someone I met when I was
God.
vendor. You know what I mean? Now that's my dude. You know what I mean? Like that. Like it was just all networking is important. You know what I mean? It was organic. You know what I mean? It was just everything that happened at that time of the year. It was like I met the certain people at the right time. I was in the right atmosphere, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it just fell in my lap.
And that's why I was gonna say too, like when you were like the years get boggled up.
Yeah, on
It's
God, bro, because
we-
it's just been going since then.
And we be talking about it like it's been years.
Yeah.
That all happened
Like-
in like 6 months,
Yeah.
in like 5 months, bro. Do you
Oh,
realize
God,
that?
bro, it's
Connor
crazy.
Helm came in like January or
Yeah,
like early
it was
December
very
or something
early,
like
yeah,
that.
because like
And
bro, I
then-
said,
then
we
it was-
met in December, we linked up, and then like it was like January, February, we started working on music. I want to say it was like February. We go to like I said, it takes me to fucking Soundbyte, bro. It was like, oh, I got a perfect engineer, bro, because I was recording with someone else, but it was like more of like a house setup, you know what I mean? He's like, I got an engineer, his professional studio, legit. Woo, woo.
Just some, like, Connor Helm been on that, and I want to say that because I don't think it's been stated publicly. Connor Helm is a producer and an engineer, and this man has faithfully been taking artists to other studios so that he could really clock in as a producer and allow an engineer to do their job and, like, really cook that shit up. You know what I'm saying? Because, like you said, people have house setups, people could do X, Y, Z, you know what I'm saying? Connor Helm easily could have been like, come through and press record. But instead, he gets, like, what you just said, that network is important, you know what I mean? Meeting people, talking to people. That motherfucker,
You want to?
That's nuts.
It's shout out to Connor Helm for seeing it too, and it's shout out to actually Wabi. Funny enough, because that's the first person who brought him
That's
to
crazy.
Soundbyte.
Connor?
Yeah.
That's dope.
That's
Team
that
shit.
network. So,
Yeah.
you know what I
Wabi,
mean?
so Wabi and Vontae, he was working with them too, and then Wabi brought Connor Helm to the studio.
crazy.
And then Connor brought them down.
Connor Helm, like you said, seen the initiative of, okay, like I don't really know how to do this. Like maybe these guys are cool. Like I'm just gonna keep bringing them until until whenever it
That's
doesn't
how
work.
that's
type shit.
how he put it to me. He's like, bro, it's like I don't really record, but I know some dudes who do. Whoop whoop. And he's like, all right, we pull up, we go crazy. You know what I mean? It was a good ass session. You know what I mean? And then fucking afterwards, like. Yeah, but then me and Freestyle Friday link up and we do the karaoke night.
Like, same
You know what I'm
shit, same time
saying?
going
So
on.
yeah,
Crazy, bro.
around the
It's
same
all the
shit.
same.
So then we link up, do the karaoke night, then we do the karaoke night, and then I feel like, no. So then we do that, whoop, then we link up again, and then did we do the?
Did you do the karaoke night after the Colony show that we
No,
were
it
at?
was, yeah.
or
So that was before, and then
Okay.
we did the Colony show,
then it
and
was
then
the
that's
Colony
when you pulled up, and they had the table there, because they asked to vent at the show.
Everybody throwing 50 events, Hippie like 50 events in at
Like
least.
that Colony show is probably like I want to say like probably like the third, fourth show ever type shit. Like, you know what I mean? Real
That's
early.
crazy.
Like
that's where I met them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's how that
where
shit.
he officially met.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you. She could always said I met him before that, but I'm telling you, I met him at a Hippie Life event.
No, I know I pulled up.
That's when y'all shook the hands and remembered the names.
That's when I
that's
seen
what-
those
yeah,
stickers.
exactly.
I seen young Sean
That's when
Acre
you remember
with those chroma shiny stickers that
Oh,
y'all
God.
got for $29 for 50 of them on motherfucking Sticker Mule. Remember when Sticker Mule sent those emails out?
Yeah, that's
50 stickers, $29.
something like that. And they were like this big because Yeti didn't know they were gonna be so small.
They were fire, though. They were hits.
They were dope though. But
Hey, you know
that
where I
was
get
just-
my stickers? Shameless plug. You know where I get my stickers?
Where?
I get my stickers from Vault Merch.
Oh, gosh. Shout out Vault merchandise. You know what I mean? It's a
Vault
team shit, man.
Yeah, that was before we met Vault, but yeah.
Hey, team shit though. You know what I mean? Talk about a fuck Sticker Mule. I said we ain't bleeping shit out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we are Sac. Can we get y'all? Is that cool? Y'all got to deal with Sticker Mule or anything? Yeah, fuck Sticker Mule. You know what I'm saying? Oh God, double down on it. Hey, honestly, if y'all doing your thug, you know what I'm saying? But y'all make it so hard to compete. These corporate ass prices, like y'all got to be outsourcing it, doing it in China or something. I don't understand.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's all love, Sticker Mule.
Yeah, it's like, hey, shout out my brother Dusse.
You never
Networking's
know.
important. Hey, Cheats, can you bleep that out when I say the brand name?
Y'all can tap in.
Yeah, y'all can still tap in for sure. You want to collab real quick? Shit. That's all that brings up an interesting question for me too, where it's like you do all that in the span of what feels like 4 months now that we sit down and like talk about it.
Yeah, that was real quick.
What is like what compels you to do all that in that short of a span? Like, do you even know what's happening?
No, like I said, it's like it's a mixture of a whole lot of shit. Like we can get spiritual, we can just keep it solid. You know what I mean? It's like it's the universe. It's some shit. Like I said, a lot of shit fell in my lap at that time. So it was like, and it was like I was going through some shit. So it's like I'm just trying to get it. You know what I mean?
I really want to speak. This is
It's
the second time that Dude said it fell in your lap, and I really want to double down on this, no pun intended, because we didn't talk about this, bro. In the backyard, we didn't talk about this, bro. It's real shit. It's like you at some point, and we know the point now. This is what we just talked about. Once it got into the events, once it got into realizing that networking was really of value. You know what I'm saying? That going out and talking to these people, and meeting these people, and really expanding who you're able to reach and impact. You know, you okay? Okay. All right, no, it's all good. It's all good. So I just seen bro take a deep breath. I wanted to make sure he was good.
Oh, no.
Might be a little bloated.
I just burped.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, it's regular.
I appreciate you though.
All right. What am I talking about?
Shit. I don't know where you was going.
Okay, no.
Oh, double down. You was talking in the back.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Chico. Okay, because you've said that things fall in your lap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at some point, you know, this network and all these other things, it's like you talk about this, you know, what built the house. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like really working it and going out there and doing that. So I just wanted to give you your flowers, you know what I'm saying? Because even though you say that it fell in your lap, I think that people could really take note from that, just even that mindset of like, you were going outside to learn. It was one of the first things you said when we started talking this podcast. You're like, you know, I went to go learn how to do this so that I could apply it. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at other people and what they were doing and what they were lacking, right? So I just want to give you your flowers, bro. Like, I get it. I know it fell in your lap, but at the same time, bro, that's that Nipsey Hussle shit where preparation meet opportunity.
Yeah, it's
You know
all
what I'm
about
saying?
intent, bro. It's like you know what I mean? Like, especially like when we first started, it was a long time, bro, where I would go to events with the intent. Like, I would call it scouting. Like, if you can actually imagine, I could tell Matt, like, bro, we gotta go scout tonight. You feel me? I gotta find new people to put on the stage. I gotta find, you know what I mean, new vendors. I gotta, you know what I mean, find new venues. Like, and it's like I said, it was like, I don't know, it comes from like that street shit, from like, you know what I mean, hustling is like, it always, everything has an intent. You feel me? When you talk to somebody, when you meet a new person, it's like, okay, this can be a new, you know what I mean, whatever, you know what I mean, this can lead to this point. So it's like, bro, I took that with me, and it's like, bro, okay, when I'm doing this merch shit, it's like, you might have a connect to a cheaper merch person, or you might have somebody who can get me on stage, you know what I mean? It was like, that's how that shit started, and it just came from, follow me on Instagram, whoop, whoop. So then when I started doing events, I started remembering these people. Like, oh, remember we just met, bro, who was his name, bro? He was a DJ. Oh, okay, bam, you know what I mean? Oh, what was that one person who sold, okay, we'll see they want to come out and do a vendor, you know what I'm saying? And just, oh, bro's an artist, he was Tiny Ty, you remember him, bro? You know what I'm saying? It's like, he had the crowd rocking, so it was like, you know what I mean? It started from that shit, and it just, it's like, so I see what you mean, but like, I say it fell in my lap, because it was just like,
You create your own look.
yeah, it was like, you know what I mean? Exactly. Like, I was in the right environment, you know what I mean? So then I put myself to the position to where it can just fall, you know what I mean?
100. 100, bro.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
didn't
like-
block my blessing or no shit like that.
I feel like
I
it
didn't
comes
block
up.
my blessing. Somebody put that on a motherfucking shirt.
It comes up almost every episode, but we talk about where it's like you put yourself in those positions and you let whatever's gonna happen. And as long as you do the work and put yourself there, then it'll most of the time be a good thing.
Yeah, I think I almost could venture and say, now obviously, hopefully it's not ignorant, but I think you could even say all the time it's a good thing, but it's just a matter of how patient are you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
About the work you're willing to put in.
You gotta swing it,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? It's just,
Right.
like, I don't know.
You gotta make it be a good thing, for sure.
It's the process.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We talk about this, right? It's the motherfucking process. That's what this whole platform is. That's what this whole conversation's been, man. You know what I mean? Just digging into your head a little bit and, you know what I'm saying? Getting some perspective on what it is to become somebody who's, got 6 facets, you know what I mean? 6, 7. We didn't even talk about the
already
DJ.
know.
Oh, yeah, we got one more.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about DJing.
Because that one came so fast.
You already know what it feels like, though, Jordan.
Yeah,
So
hey,
let's
you
not
know,
play dumb.
Team
brother.
shit. Hey, team shit, you hear me? Hey, I love you, brother. Come on.
But all the first shit came so fast, and then we were there for the next evolution, which was the DJing.
Yeah.
Facts.
What?
I seen that before my eyes.
Yeah,
you
what?
watched it from the
Yeah,
jump.
we watched that from fruition.
Nuts, bro.
What compelled
Nuts.
that after all this?
Out of everything, that was like, that one in a weird way makes the most sense to me.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I mean? It was like, since a kid, I was fascinated with DJing. Like I said, I grew up with older people, and then my pops, you know what I mean? He was a real old school hip hop head, like, New York type shit, whoop whoop. So it's like, always appreciated the DJ, you know what I mean? And it was like, DJ Jazzy Jeff, I used to really watch his vlog. He used to have a vlog called Vinyl Destination. So as a kid, I used to watch that shit on YouTube, you know what I mean? I would email him and shit and just tell him how cool he was. Nigga would send me fucking random shit, you know what I mean? So it was like, it was just that. I just love DJing, you know what I mean? And so then it's like, that shit, something else that happened like kind of organically. It was natural, you know what I mean? It was like, I was throwing an event. I can't remember what event it was, but DJ Don P, who was my DJ, you know what I mean? That's who I go to, you know what I mean? It was like, he was busy. I tapped in too late. He was booked up. I was like, fuck, I need a DJ. Couldn't find nobody, you know what I mean? And then like a week before that, one of my boys had hit me. He was like, hey, bro, I got this little DJ controller, you know what I mean? But he wouldn't buy that shit. So, you know what I mean? I was like, okay, I remember that. I was like, fuck it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me fuck
I'ma
around.
buy it.
Yeah, I'm about to DJ this motherfucking show. You know what I mean? And bought that motherfucker, was practicing. I'm like, bro, okay, I really fuck with this shit. I really wish I can remember that show, but it all happened so fast type shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was like, so then I started doing that, did the show, blah, 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 everything went cool. Now niggas think I'm really a DJ. You know what I mean? And it's like,
Bro,
You really are a DJ.
brother, you DJ'd like 30 shows
Off
that
the iPad.
summer. Bro.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Brother,
we
with
saw it,
9
yeah.
chords plugged in or something.
yeah, I had a crazy setup. I had like a little, for my DJ niggas who really know, bro, I had a new mix party start, a new Mark party mix.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was like
That's
one of the
the
little,
starter.
little basic bitch. You know
Get
what I
that
mean?
Guitar Center for free.
And then had the little splinter cord, the little Apple splinter cord.
Yeah.
So I plugged that shit in there, put the little USB adapter, plugged it into the board, and I plugged it into my iPad. So then I'm rocking like that. And
And then we hooked up the fucking
It was,
RCAs.
bro,
Yeah.
it was not optimal. I think that'd be the word.
Yeah,
Is
no,
that the right?
no,
but
it was-
but people, that's what we're here
it
to talk about,
fooled
bro.
enough people, you know what I mean? And people thought it was,
Bro,
like I said, people thought I was the
fuck
DJ.
fooling it. You was doing it off that shit. You know what I mean? You was just dealing with all the extra shit that you
Yeah,
deal
bro, we
with in
were-
the mud.
Yeah.
I feel like it made me a better DJ. Like, I still feel like
did,
I
brother.
got a long way to go, but it's like I definitely feel like I learned quicker than a lot of people would have because I had those challenges. You know what I mean? And then it was like I had people like you who was like, bro, like I said, I did a couple of shows. I felt like, all right, so I did a couple of shows, DJ'd for that shit, and then XCVI, shout out to XCVI, hit me. He was like, hey, bro, I want you to DJ my music video type shit. DJ one of his music videos. I know you remember that shit. I think you shot that motherfucker.
Yeah, on Jesus.
Yeah, it was
You know what I mean? So then
serious.
I did that. That's the first time I think I ever got paid to DJ. You know what I mean? So then we running that shit, and then I can't remember, like, timeline mixed up. I feel like right after that, that's when you started a conversation about me DJing at Freestyle Fridays.
Yeah.
And we rocking shit like that throughout the summer. You know what I mean? And
That was sick.
so then it's like, we start doing that shit. We doing events, like 2-3 events, like every week type shit, you know what I mean? And I'm DJing them, so then like I'm just
Just
getting
got
that
the
in the
reps
field experience. Yeah.
Yeah, you got the reps in.
So then it's like, bro, it's like shit just happened real quick. Like, and like ever since then, it's just been like just something that, you know what I mean?
And I think
that's what I do. Like that's like I feel like out of everything that's something I really identify with is the DJ shit.
Oh,
you know
Jesus, bro.
You seem the most natural with it, and not in a bad way. Obviously.
Yeah, exactly. It was like that's the truth. Like it was. Like to this day, I'll be amazed. Like, bro, how the fuck do I even like? You know what I mean, like,
brother? I know it's funny. We keep coming back to this. You know what I mean? I literally seen you coming in at 11 a.m. talking about. I spent 5-6 hours last night just fucking learning how to DJ on whatever that new Mark party, whatever you was talking about. You was on that motherfucker nightly for hours, bro. I'm talking about you being that CS lounge, bro.
Yeah, bro. I was just gonna say,
fucking hours, bro.
Yeah, you were in
for fucking hours. You know what I'm saying?
The Freestyle Friday started
I just
before
be like,
that
bro,
XCVI thing too. I think.
Yeah, I feel like it did too. You're right. I feel like that's
crazy,
where that's where the XCVI shit came from, was the Freestyle Friday shit. Like for me DJing that shit. So I would be in that CS lounge, bro. Like until the last session, until someone came in there, was like, "Hey, bro, we finna get up out of here,
brother."
I'm like, "Oh, okay, for sure."
It's like people don't talk about that shit because just like what you're talking about, but it's funny we talk about this. People that are so engulfed by the grind very seldom can actually recognize how much work they're putting in.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Just going.
Because you're just going, right? That is what this podcast is. It's to talk to people like yourself, like, brother. This is that. You know what I'm saying?
And then like it's just like when you enjoy it, you know what I mean? It's like
that's what makes it.
Yeah, it's like I feel like that's what. For me, like everything that I do, it's easy for me to grind in is because I just enjoy the process of the grind. You know what I mean? It's like I be definitely like it's weird to say because like if you know me, I be stressed the fuck out for sure. You know what I mean? I be high strung, I be stressed out. I be going through it. Though. But it's like when you get to that final product, and you're like, okay, I made that shit happen. It's like, bro.
It makes it all worth it.
Yeah, man. We ain't gonna get into depth, but I'm gonna just say it like this: I done damn near seen Dusse fucking on the verge of you hear me the end, and still push
snap
through.
In, you snap it.
Stop it.
Because you can. It's like, bro.
Stop it.
That's what it takes. It's like, bro, you get to that breaking point, bro. But it's like, so when you get to that point, it's like either you finna break or you finna, you know what I mean?
Make something
get
shake.
Get to business,
Tom
you know
Mike. Some people make shit shake, some people don't.
Yeah.
That's all learning too, though. Like getting to that point and learning what that point is makes it easier the next time you get to that point. That's the whole point of even pushing yourself to that level. That's for me personally, anyway. I always just feel like if you get there, then why not learn from
how to get to preventing all the shit?
Either prevent it or handle it better when it comes.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because it's like you're gonna get there. Like it's not gonna just stop. Like you're not gonna stop doing that. So.
Some crazy shit, man. You know what I'm saying? The process has been a long road for the person that we now know as Dusse Bigalow. You know what I'm saying? Without a doubt.
It's been so fucking fast though. Like just think about
long don't necessarily mean you know what I mean?
No,
time, but that shit's crazy, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You know, I think that probably a lot of people, you know, us definitely in the room. I'm sure a lot of listeners can resonate with that. Where it's like, you know, you talk about it all the time, Chico. On every other podcast, you talk about it, except for on this one today. At some point, that switch turns over. You know what I'm saying? And for Dusse, it sounded like that happened pretty young. You know what I'm saying? But it's like that switch happens, and then it's no looking back.
Yeah, facts. It was.
You grew up with that, basically.
Yeah, exactly. I always had like that. It's just how I was raised. You know what I mean? It's like I was raised to just like that killer instinct, instinct to like go get it. You know what I mean? It's like you wake up in the morning, bro. Go outside, go do something, you know what I mean? Go make it happen. Like whether you're finna go have fun, you gonna go play basketball, you finna go work out, whatever, go do it. You know what I mean? It was like, so that's just how my brain be working type shit. Like, bro, it all just like happened to be in the avenue of music and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, but yeah.
You made a good point too that I just want to bring back up about the DJing part of it, because I feel like we have a lot of access to a lot of things. And you talked about how starting with a bullshit setup basically helps you to learn. Yeah. And a lot of people skip that step. You know, we've talked a little bit about it in other ones like Shooter P thing. Yeah, exactly. So when you have to start from there, you appreciate it more, basically.
Yeah, facts. And it's like, bro, like I said, you guys seen me progress the setups. You know what I mean? How juiced I was and shit when I got them. You know what I mean? And it was like, bro.
Yeah, those real turntables and shit.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy when you brought those in, bro. Buddy dropped a bag on him. We ain't gonna talk about it.
It's like, bro,
you just have to look at them, bro. You know there's a bag dropped on those when you look at them.
I don't even bring them bitches out. That's just for at home. Yeah. They're like on some real shit.
Not
you know what I mean?
no
That's,
more.
yeah.
So you can catch those on Twitch.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
When I seen them when you brought them though,
It's not even that. Just like you still have work to do. You know what I mean? It's like you want to represent the culture, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. That's when it comes down to. It's like I'm not doing it for a bag of those. Like I like making money. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, I DJ because I really just love that culture, and it's like, bro, I you know what I mean?
Facts.
Want to represent for DJs in the right way type shit, like the old school niggas, you know what I mean?
Yeah, accurately.
Yeah.
Facts.
Can you speak more, I guess, on those motivations? You know, everybody has different ones. You know, like you just said, you do it because you love the culture. Mm-hmm. It sounds like that's, you know, I'm just going to say it in a question form, even though, like you said, we know Dusse Bigalow already. Yeah. Me and Josh know Dusse Bigalow. You move that way in all of that you do, correct?
Facts, yeah. yeah, that's facts. Yeah, it's like, oh man, that's.
You know what makes it so that, because you want to get a bag. You mentioned that in the beginning. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you want to make money too. Yeah, like facts, that's not lost upon anybody.
I'm trying to find my grandma's house in Jamaica.
Yeah, exactly. Right? But what makes you do it the other way so consistently as well?
Chico, go crazy.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's the love for it. It's wanting to keep shit pure. You know what I mean? Like I said, just coming from that old school era to where you seen, like I said, from my grandma's side, like I was raised by my grandma, so you see the Smokey Robinsons, you see the Princes, the Michael Jacksons, you see the, you know what I mean, like the Isley Brothers, the shit that they took and put into this music, the effort, you know what I mean, and the shit that people went through to even make the music, you know what I'm saying? So then when you go to hip hop, it's like people work so hard to make hip hop, you know what I mean? Like to make it to where it is today. Like people broke their backs, lost their jobs, you know what I mean? Shit went to jail, lost their lives, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a lot that comes with that culture, and it's like, I love the entirety of it. It's like I was raised on it, you know what I mean? Like my pops is like a hip hop historian type shit, so like I inherited that, you know what I mean? So it's like I would just look up old stories about hip hop. Like I was telling you the other day, I'll be watching some shit from New York called Stretching by Beto and listening to old people, like not old people, old rappers. Oh, man. Listen to older rappers, you know what I mean? Like freestyling shit like KRS-One, you know what I mean? Busta Rhymes, you know what I mean? Wu-Tang and shit. And like you hearing that shit. And it's like I come from, I have an old soul, you know what I mean? So I just want to preserve that culture. And it's like nowadays you see people just want that bag. Right. It's like we all want the bag. Of course, we know the bag is there and it's possible to get through this shit, but people want that shit so bad that they dilute the culture. They dilute what really supposed to be main and center, you know what I mean? So then like they'll have those shows where you're paying fucking $300 to come perform and shit, and they don't really give a fuck about the outcome. You know what I mean? They don't give a fuck about the talent, you know what I mean?
They're trying to run that 10K.
They just want that bag, you know what I mean? Or you'll get like the, you know what I mean, the platforms who just want that bag. They don't give a fuck what they're posting, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's just cool, but you're diluting the culture at this point. And it's like I always just really cared about, you know what I mean, how this is represented. Even when you can post whatever, but you know what I mean, but just don't, I don't know. It's like, don't make it seem that you're really, you know what I mean, for that. And
intention, you got the intention.
Yeah, and I don't know, this kind of like, we can get deep. I'm hella, I don't know the word for it, you know what I mean? It's like, bro, like.
Yeah, you feel strongly about the shit.
I feel strongly about the shit, and it's like, it's real, like, you know what I'm saying, like you, like I said, it's all about just preserving it, bro. It's like, just, if you're gonna like for instance, reason why I fucked with Freestyle Friday so much is because when I came there, you can feel the authenticity. You can feel like how much Jordan really cares about hip hop. He wants to hear people rap. He don't want to care about other bullshit. This is a free event. He wants to hear people rap. This nigga's tripping on the mic because he wants to hear people rap. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, like that's that passion. And it's like, bro, I feel like that's the perfect word, that passion. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people are in the industry, they don't have passion for it. Just like with weed, you know what I mean? Like if you're in the weed business, you would know what I'm talking about.
There's
it's like
so much money in that.
It's so much money in that, so then it got diluted. You know what I mean? The weed culture is not what it used to be. As a hippie, as a real pothead, someone's been smoking since forever. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, you see how when it became a trend, and you seen when it became a money trend, and it's like, bro, you work in the cannabis industry, you'll meet a lot of people who don't have that passion for cannabis. Why are you here? You know what I mean? Isn't that weird? Like, if you don't have passion for cannabis, why do you own a cannabis industry? Why do you own a cannabis business? So that's how I look at it with music. It's like, if you don't have that passion for hip hop, it's like, you know what I mean, as a culture, why are you in a hip hop business? You know what I mean? Like, go do something that you're passionate about. And it's a lot of that. You know what I mean? And that's what fucks with me.
You know that OTW bar by that dude named Jordan. Shh, they do it because it's cool. We do it because it's our passion.
You know, it's funny too, because the reason that we love it so much is also what makes it be able to be diluted, because it's so opening.
Facts.
Like it's
you assume that everybody loves it as much as you do.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And it's for that. It was for the people who didn't have a voice. So it's open in a way that other music is not. Like naturally.
Facts.
Yeah. Which then allows it to be exploited.
Exactly.
Right.
And it's been like that from the beginning.
Right.
So it's like, it's not something new, or you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not like, oh, this person that I know, he started doing this shit. Now everybody else like, nah, like this has been going since hip hop was existed. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know what I mean? When it's on a local level, it's like, bro, you're tripping. It's like weird. This is not Hollywood. This is not fucking Atlanta. Like, whatever you think this is, bro, we're still at a local level. So in order for us to get to that shit, we gotta really, you know what I mean, push the next person up, get pulled up. You know what I mean? We gotta help each other, because if we don't help each other, bro, it's like, bro, this shit's gonna be just crabs in a barrel, to use a simple ass term. You know what I mean?
God damn, we talk about that a lot.
Yeah, it's just gonna be us pulling each other up, and the second person gets to that point, it's like, that's what we see. Like, even with the murders in the hip hop, you know what I mean, with people getting killed, it's like, bro, the second person gets to that point, it's like, okay, he might really pop, he might crack, he gets killed, he gets murdered, and it's like, bro, that mentality is like, bro, like, we never gonna win if we don't, at some point, even if it's like a small part of the community, band together and like, okay, bro, we're gonna make this shit crack for the whole community. It's like the shit you said on the because you know I'm a fan of the podcast, bro. I'll be tuning in.
Dog.
I believe it was the Shooter P one, and you were talking about the 916 days. Like, bro, it'll be dope to see the whole community, like all these different promoters, all these people who throw events. Let's team up on some shit. Imagine how wild that'd be, and how cost efficient all the shit. Like, unless you're really tripping off that's when it comes down to, do you want the bag, or do you want to throw some shit for the culture?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, bro, that would be insane, and nobody would spend a dime if we did some shit like that. You know what I mean? All the promoters, everybody who really fucks with the events and shit, just teamed up, like, all right, this is what we want to do. Okay, now let's split into teams and make this shit happen. You know what I mean? Nobody would come out of pocket, and that shit would be insane.
Yeah,
you feel me?
And you could do that even just once a year, and it'd be
insane. You could do it,
916 days, only once a year.
Yeah, that's what we talked about in that
You know what I mean? But
podcast,
yes, you know what I mean? So this is like, that's an example. Like you said, shout out to the guys who threw events. You know what I mean? That shit is fire. You know what I mean? But it's just like, it's always that bigger picture, like Chico says. You know what I mean? It's always that, you know what I mean, way to where we can really, I don't know, like, really get the shit cracking.
Yeah, bro. I mean, there's
like
two words that I think, okay, I always talk about perpetuating the culture. We talk about perpetuating the culture, but something that you said today that I think is dope and could be taken away is that word preservation, of trying to preserve what has been created, because you could see it. You can see it in the mainstream. You can see it when you look on TV. You can see it when you look on these YouTube videos. It's like there's a slide happening. You know what I'm saying?
For instance, like, my bad, I don't mean to cut you off, but
go ahead,
what was it? FN Mecca. AI.
Yes, bro.
So you know what I mean?
Shit.
And you see how once the public's reaction, the label dropped it, right?
Yeah.
It's because, like, bro, that's the complete opposite of preserving the culture. It's like, bro, like, you were just letting
that's
anything,
a money play.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It's like, bro.
And that
like,
was too obvious for people not to call it out at all
like,
times.
Yeah, that was too gimmicky.
That's the most, like, it's the industry plant at its finest.
At its
fine.
Yeah, it was
That's like a blatant one. Yeah, you know what I mean?
You can't kid it. It's an AI. Like, you generated an AI.
It's fucking sick,
it's
bro.
like, bro, like, just seeing that and seeing, like, okay, like, that's how, like, before I used to be like, oh, that industry plant shit's a conspiracy. We would be like, no, like, you see shit like that, and it's like, bro, it's easy for someone to just, okay, I'm gonna plop you into this culture, cause some trouble, mislead, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
take my 30K and then run. Fuck it.
But it's
That
like, bro,
shit's sick.
yeah,
Hey, man, that's why we need people like you, brother. You know what I'm saying? That's what we on, bro. Come on.
like us, man, like, you know what I mean?
SBA, man, like us, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Look at the camera, like us. You hear me? There's people out there
like
too. You know what I'm
you know
saying?
what I'm
Like
saying?
you,
Yeah, it's in your
exactly.
heart, you feel
You,
me?
me, we, us. You hear me? It's like that.
It's always got to be us. That's what you just talked about right now. You know?
Facts.
Yeah, exactly, bro. But yeah. I don't know. I feel like I said, I'm pretty high coming down a little bit, but it's like I feel like I just said a whole bunch of fucking nothing. I feel like people at home are like, bro.
Nah, you said a whole lot of something, brother. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of something, bro.
I feel like that was some good ramble. It sounded good.
That was dope because we don't talk about, that part of it enough either, where all this started with the music first. For me, for you, literally in a song. Like, that's what the brand came out of.
Right.
Like, that was from...
Groundwork EP out now on all platforms.
That was from the music and specifically hip-hop. You know what I mean? And no matter what we do, you talked about it. You had a lot of musical influences. I relate to that for sure with the rock and the pop and shit, the 80s and 90s.
All that shit, yeah.
All that extra shit, bro. I listen to that because I had a big family and a lot of people, but we don't talk enough about no matter what happens and no matter how many people around us or in the city or out of the city do whatever extra shit that there's going to be, there's still a root to all this. The studios, the hippie life shit, the fucking CitySound, the groundwork, all that shit was rooted in hip-hop first. And that's what, like you said, we have to preserve that.
Yeah. It's like, shout out to my brother Mash. He's like schooled me on this shit a lot. You know what I mean? Still learning. It's like, bro, once you have that brand identity, once you put something into the air and it's like, okay, this is what I represent. You know what I mean? It's like to use like, I'm probably gonna misuse this motherfucker. Like a motherfucker use the crypto terms and shit that the niggas be using. It's like a carpet pool. You know what I mean? Rug pool.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you didn't like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't present something to people and it's present like, this is what I am, this is what I represent.
And you pull the rug on them.
Yeah, you pull the rug on them. Now you switch it up. You know what I mean? Like, this is not that no more. You know what I mean? It's like, so it's like, bro, just preserving that. I feel like I forgot the question.
No, that was... Nah, that's perfect.
I'm over here texting Mario. I just texted Mario, bro. I gotta go pee so bad.
Oh my God.
Well, that's a dope transition, I think. I feel like, shit. Shout out to Dusse Bigalow.
Hey, bro, real life, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Dude's big, man. Look, an hour or 50, however long we've been talking is not enough time to really dive into what you do, how much it takes to be you. So if I could just tell the people, like, the work that goes into creating the shit, the whole thing we're talking about, the process, you know what I mean, the groundwork that goes into it, like, brother, you're an epitome of it. You're you're a motivating factor. If people haven't told you that lately, or if you're ever not feeling like that, you definitely, real shit, bro. You know what I mean? Because there's people in the community, bro. I just had a conversation with somebody the other day, bro. People are watching. It doesn't matter if you know they are or if you want to pretend they're not. You know what I mean? There's people that are looking at you. You know what I'm saying? Especially voicing yourself as somebody in the community, right? Like what you're talking about, people seeing it as a money play. Okay, well, just seeing it as a money play doesn't mean other people aren't going to look at you and take things from that and say, this is how you're supposed to do it, because they're learning, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's something that I don't know, man. Shout out the motherfucking movement, bro. It's Dusse Big, bro. We love you for it, bro. Keep going crazy. I think that you're a huge factor in my personal life, in our brand and what goes on. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason that you're here on the podcast, and not to say that, the podcast is a something that's up like that yet, but bro, you're really a root of it all. You know what I'm saying? We've had hella conversations on the side, bro. We talk about from the same place where we made that groundwork project, Dusse Bigalow put me on the biggest opportunity that we've had for our brand yet out in Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the type of shit. Yeah, bro, this is the type of shit that's not talked about. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real shit, bro. Yeah, it's groundwork, bro. You know what I'm saying? Someone told me the other day, bro, there's no way the dude running forward and the dude running forward but looking back, you know what I mean? There's no way that dude looking back wins that. You know what I'm saying? It's going to slow you down. Yeah, we're blown by, we're running laps. We're lapping you. You know what I mean? Stop looking back. Stop looking at the person's plate next to you. Worry about your plate, what you're doing. And if you got other people fucking eating at the table, worry about them.
Just play your position, bro. It's
Thank you.
Like, we've talked about this at the studio a lot. It's like, bro, it's like, I love this analogy. It's like, bro, it's like a basketball team. It's like, at the end of the day, bro,
someone's a point guard.
Someone's a point guard. Someone's a shooting guard. Someone plays center. You know what I mean? Like, you look at the Warriors. You know what I mean? Steph Curry, Klay Thompson. Like, they won't win if everybody's not playing that position. You know what I mean? The second
everybody can't shoot threes.
The second Draymond tries to be Curry and starts to play point guard, they're gonna go to shit. Am I right? Am I wrong? You know what I mean? So it's like, bro, you know what you do. You know what you're great at. You know what your teammates are great at, and you guys play your position until you get that championship. Because once you get that championship, like we said, everybody gets that ring. At the end of the day, it don't matter if you played fucking 36 minutes that night, or if you played 2,
Yeah,
you get a fucking ring.
If you was on the bench talking about get it,
but you were there, you know what I mean? You played your role. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's the point.
Talk about it.
You know what I mean? A lot of people don't understand that. They don't want to realize their role. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just something I be trying to do is like, bro, I realize my role is like, you know what I mean? I'm like, as somebody who really cares about the culture and wants to see the majority of motherfuckers win, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say everybody, but the majority of motherfuckers win,
Facts,
you know what I mean?
talk about it.
It's like, bro, like, you know what I mean? That's my role, you know what I mean? I got to sometimes take that loss, not make no money, whoop, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you just, you know what I mean? Fuck around. Even have these type of conversations with random motherfuckers. I have these conversations, you know what I mean? Like
outside
on the street, you know what I mean? Random
That's
people.
where the
like,
impact comes in for sure.
Yeah, it's just putting those thoughts in people's head, and I feel like a lot of people they put the wrong thoughts, or just don't have them. They just don't have the outlet. Like they don't have someone like Jordan or like Chico, like Mash, like Big Mike that would sit there and chop it up with them and like, you know what I mean? Like
really tell you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? This is exactly like, bro, this is the bigger picture. This is how we can get a bag, or you know what I mean? This is, you know what I mean?
Yeah, this is how we grow the culture so that we can be in Atlanta, so that we can be in Los Angeles, so we can be, you hear me? Talk about it. Yeah, man. Hey, bro, look.
Shout out Dusse Bigalow.
Dusse Bigalow, man. We
really
appreciate you,
bro.
Yeah, come on, bro. We appreciate your life, man. Come on, brother. You hear me? It's regular, bro. Hey, man, as we wrap up this fucking dope interview with Dusse Bigalow, you can catch the rest of it on our Patreon for $20 a month. I'm just kidding. Like, my Web3 dog like that one. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Matt's got a kick out that.
Yeah, we got a whole another 3 hours on Patreon too, man, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, real shit, man. Team shit. Hey, but no, man, look, as we wrap up this segment, man, we appreciate you. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? You know, excited to continue to grow with you. Just, you know, fuck it. I'm gonna ask this last question. This is it. These next couple years, brother, hippie life. You know what I'm saying? What you got going on? Go ahead. You can type that in first if you want. I see what you got.
No, I got you. I'm listening.
Okay, yeah, but just, you know, as far as what you've got going on, you know, these next couple years plan, just kind of shed some light on that, man. It don't got to be the exact plan, you know what I mean? But what does it look like, man? If you stick to this hustle, if you stick to this grind right now where you're at, what is that going to look like?
Shit. Man, bro, just more grinding. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, yeah, like I really.
Same shit you've been doing.
Yeah, like not even like like back to like
the
we talked
mindset.
about. Back to the basics. You know what I mean? Like just getting out there again, networking like a motherfucker, bro. Putting myself back in those environments, those right opportunities. You know
so that things can fall in the lap.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And just more grinding, more shows. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna. Definitely, like this year, like 2022, we took a cool little step back, you know what I mean, let people do their thing, but next year, we on y'all next, you know what I'm saying, more events, Hippie Life is back, you know what I mean, going stupid, you know what I mean, the music dropping, like, I'm finna start going crazy again in the studio, you know what I mean.
Hippie Life Freestyle Fridays making a comeback.
Oh yeah, bro, Pass the Mic coming back, you know what I'm saying, like this shit.
November 18th.
Yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying, like
it's team
more,
shit, man.
More of the same, bro, but a whole lot of different shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, more progression like a motherfucker, bro, just, you know what I'm saying?
We're taking steps and not so much looking forward at where the steps lead us, but more so making sure those steps are being taken.
That's what, like, when you come talk about the process, that's what the process is, bro. It's like you just trust, like you have so much faith into what you're doing, bro, and where you're at in that time, bro, you just work.
You just go.
You just put your head down, bro, I'm about to just do this, you know what I mean? I'm about to do it, and then when I look up, bro, I'm where I'm at, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it just adjusts from there and keep pushing, and that's when you get to greatness, I feel like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Dusse Bigalow, man. Hippie Life.
Dusse fucking Bigalow.
Money World.
Hippie Life.
We appreciate you, man.
Appreciate y'all.
We gonna fucking transition into this Wrk Radio now. We gonna start off with Dusse Bigalow. Fuck it, cause I already got the song pulled up.
Fuck it.
You know, let Josh hit the restroom real quick.
You know, brother, I'm over here dancing, bro. Mario texted me talking about deal with it, suck it up.
He said I've been doing this 100.
Watch me the last 3 minutes. I've been like this in the chair. If you all run it back,
I've been bro, right next to me. But Dusse Bigalow. Talk a little bit about why you picked the song, who it is, and what the song is.
Yeah, I picked the song by my bro, Affili. You feel me? It's a good-ass song. Keep it always solid. Like, I fuck with this shit a lot. I feel like it's a type of shit that a lot of people, like, you know, a lot of dudes be scared to come at towards, like, you know what I mean, that more emotional type shit. And it's a tribute song. He makes great tribute songs for me. It says my bro. You know what I mean? I fuck with this shit. It's a slapper.
What's it called?
Every Day, you know what I mean? Every Day by Affili. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Groundwork Radio.
Every Day?
Yeah, Every Day, yeah.
Affili, Groundwork Radio.
Every Day.
Close to summertime, but I see rainy days. Just trying to get paid so I can get away. Yeah, no one to cry, no one to talk to. Don't wanna fly, just wanna walk through. Close to summertime, but I see rainy days. Just trying to get paid so I can get away. Yeah, no one to cry, no one to talk to. Don't wanna fly, just wanna walk through. I ain't got no more love. Trouble in my system, I just fold up, I just show up. So what? I ain't got the mind to be sober no more. So much pain up in my system, to them I might be tripping. They barely even listen. Gripping on that steel when I walk out with this feeling. Cousin just got killed and she just one of the children. Money on my mind, but that ain't even the realest. But this every day, there's nothing new, this how we live our days. This how we live our days, in these open streets. Close to summertime, but I see rainy days. Just trying to get paid so I can get away. Yeah, no one to cry, no one to talk to. Don't wanna fly, just wanna walk through. Close to summertime, but I see rainy days. Just trying to get paid so I can get away. Yeah, no one to cry, no one to talk, no one to talk to. Don't wanna fly, just wanna walk through. They say keep patience, but I'm so tired, I can't keep waiting. This shit so heavy, I can see it caving in. I don't know what to do, so I just prayed him. Yes, I just prayed him. I look so high, thinking I can take a trip and fly. But running away, it ain't no answer why. Cause you can't run away without goodbyes. Without goodbyes, I said I look so high, thinking I can take a trip and fly. Yeah, but running away, it ain't no answer why. Cause you can't run away without goodbyes. Without goodbyes, yeah. Close to summertime, but I see rainy days. Just trying to get paid so I can get away. Yeah, no one to cry, no one to talk to. Don't wanna fly, just wanna walk through. Close to summertime, but I see rainy days. Just trying to get paid so I can get away. Yeah, no one to cry, no one to talk to. Don't wanna fly, just wanna walk through.
Starting strong today. Hell yeah.
Hey, Philly be speaking those soul words,
Yeah,
you hear me?
It be, that's what I said, bro, that real from the heart type shit, you feel me?
Yeah.
That's why I fuck with that song like that. Shit get you in your feelings. You know?
Yeah.
That's right, that's right. Hell yeah, man.
That's the essence right there.
Groundwork Radio, you hear me? Tap the fuck in.
All right, I'm gonna go with mine next. Give my bro a little bit of a rest from the bathroom and shit. Mine is a Paini song. Shout out Paini. Yep. Yep. Mario's boy. Funny, I actually didn't find it through Paini. I found it through this producer that he did it with. So shout out Mons Rock, and he helps with the flip a beat and shit like that. So that's tight. But yeah, bro, this is dope track. No Questions by Paini and Mons Rock.
It's crazy. Yeah. It's fucking crazy.
The fucking beat is wild, bro.
Oh, this one right? Oh, this, yeah.
Just some young men on a mission, been after this greatness. Whole lot of prayers, not for pay, but what we lacking in patience. Do what I gotta do, double shit from night to the day shift. For to reinvest in this mission, let's see where we can take it. Dog, I've been hustling, strong arm muscling. No, I'm Paul with the guards, and it's all hard when I'm busting it. Not too many rappers, they come to mind when it come to this level. So tell me, my brother, who do they think they fucking with? Not me. It's the confidence and the moxie, that parameters on my hood. It's just not how they can box me in. Listen, Most important thing that Papa taught me, before I go a slave to the man, I'd rather die free kicking. This is all us, me and my brothers, and fuck the cost, put it all up. Watch the reinvested bubble as we inch the bar up. Day ones, everywhere I go, I lift the squad up, singing like, one time for my dogs in the trenches, who gon' get it out the mud, no questions. 2 times for the ones who had the vision and the plan to be the man, whole time they rode the benches. My dog, yeah, had a plan the whole time. All them late nights, no sleep while they rested, and you was on your grind, and I salute you, baby. Top of the mountain, I've been focused with it. Rap game, I am chasing to be goated in it. I be shaking off the negativity ever so effortlessly that I'm so oozy with the shoulder with it. Listen up, MCs that attest to get demolished. The veteran of the knowledge, the game setting on novice. I run shit. They should stick to school books and college, consummate professional. Pay homage, I can't be fucked with. Salute the few that'll really rap what they do and not do what they wanna rap and just really be out here frontin'. Ain't no future with it. Body doubles for the real ones, man, they got their little stimmy and started stunting with it. Never rhyme, snorting lines, only time these rappers actually be seen with some substance. Mortified with these times, they be lying, but they grind for the shine, so shout out to all the hustlers, yeah. One time for my dogs in the trenches, who gon' get it out the mud, no questions. 2 times for the ones who had the vision and the plan to be the man, whole time they rode the benches. My dog, yeah, had a plan the whole time. All them late nights, no sleep while they rested, and you was on your grind, and I salute you, baby.
That was talking crazy.
Yeah, that beat's insane.
That shit was crazy, bro. I heard it, I was like, damn.
Hey,
all right.
Whoever on his mixing and shit too got him in the pocket.
Yeah, he in there for real.
That motherfucker sound crispy. Wrk Radio, man, another one, man. Shout out Paini.
Yeah, shout out Paini, bro. That shit was dope. I fucked with that heavy.
Team shit.
That was one of those shit. Ain't it right that this is the episode we bring on some shit like those 2 tracks? We just talking about hip hop, bro. That's that shit.
Yeah.
And the next one, what is it?
Well, yeah. Well, you can't introduce it because you're featured on it, stupid.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, man, it's Wrk Radio. You know what I'm saying? This is actually a dope track from somebody that's been on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? RASEL was, he's like episode 2.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to dog RASEL. You know what I'm saying? This song is called Life Made Me, featuring Cheat Code, Uncle Josh. And
he was really on that feature, the engineer type shit. So I shout out my boy RASEL, because
Chico was spitting on it for a second.
Hey, and Way Too Lost is on there as well. Okay, so but that's actually part of the reason I brought that shit up. You know what I'm saying? And really, I'm spinning the song. You know, RASEL is doing it on a. He's on some shit, bro. You know, people have obviously already done like producer collabs and shit. So did you make that beat?
No, that's what I'm saying. All I did was track that session. So they came in, brought the beat. Uncle Josh is actually his boy. Dope too, because that's why I said, bro, this is the perfect fucking episode for that, because bro just came in and spit.
Yep.
Just straight fucking
real organic shit, man.
Yeah, so
I love it, bro.
But shout out, bro, because people are trying to do that where, you know, the feature is, you know, your video guy, your fucking engineer, your producer, and all of the people rather than even just the producer. So
I love it, bro.
That's like a Bay Area thing too, for sure, bro.
Life Made Me. Wrk Radio.
An angel came to me in my sleep and said, what's life like? I told him, just make sure you shake the dice right, cause living Christ-like in this hell is proven to fail. Being stuck on demon time, they just gon' stick you in jail. Welcome to the reality, mad at me because I'm actually me. Break your back if you asking me, throw it back for me. But honestly, I'm passive aggressive these days. I wonder what it take to send a message, it's impressive these days. I guess I'm stuck in my ways, I'll probably never change for the worse. Even on the day I'm busting a hearse, remember how we stuck it in first and tried to shift the bucket and worse. Damn near ended up stuck in reverse, but now we laugh at it cause life magic. These bad habits ain't have it with us. Rocking a paddock to lunch savage. Came a long way from packing the bus passes. Now we passing when we gas up the Chevy Caprice Classic. Baby think we live life crazy, don't make me. Way too many part-time stays in my life. Maybe we should stop these games, you might blame me. Henny in my cup with smoke in my eye. Baby think we live life crazy, don't make me. Way too many part-time stays in my life. Maybe we should stop these games, you might blame me. Henny in my cup with smoke in my eye.
Mind clear, love pure like alkaline. Put my knees, make it home by any means. Even if I'm not back in time. Pondering moments, I could've died. Moments where I contemplated suicide. Spent days in the dark, through the light still shine. Fairy tale head ass, still telling fables. Tired of people asking what I bring to the table. Bitch, I am the table. When tables turn, you gotta see it through. A short of high tides turn low tides, reveal the truth. More below the surface level. R.I.P. Draco, but I know the coldest devil. Never follow rules, that's how I'm a born rebel.
Baby, think we live life crazy, don't make me. Way too many part-time stays in my life. Maybe we should stop these games, you might blame me. Henny in my cup with smoke in my eye. Baby, think we live life crazy, don't make me. Way too many part-time stays in my life. Maybe we should stop these games, you might blame me. Henny in my cup with smoke in my eye.
Wow. Groundwork Radio.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
Hey. Way too many part-time stays in my life. It's going crazy, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? Henny in my cup and smoke in my eye. Sheesh. Shout out to my foot. Hey, Mario, mute me again. He don't like when I sing. Hey, man. Another motherfucking wonderful episode here on the motherfucking Groundwork Podcast. You know what I'm saying? The platform. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Chico, what's up, man? I see you over there.
What?
I don't know. You look like you wanted to say something. You was over there moving like this.
Oh, no. I'm waiting. You outroing it. It's
Oh,
all
yeah.
good.
We outroing it, man. Hey, look, man. My motherfucking brother, you know what I'm saying? Dusse Bigalow in the spot. You know what I'm saying? This hippie life like a motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? CitySound, Soundbyte in this motherfucker. Real team shit. We got to give our final shout out to our motherfucking team and family. We are Sacramento. We are at the Loft. Shout out to the motherfucking team, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We're going to be back in a couple weeks. It's Groundwork, man. The podcast. Groundwork. It's the platform. Big Mike J on the camera. We love you. Gang shit.